is
Zaza.
Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Whipper.
Happy Friday, guys. It's Fitzy and Whipper here for the podcast. Today we're talking about vaping, that sick addiction of vaping. Do you know what? Where have you seen someone vaping? We've done where have you seen someone having a durry before, but this is a big one, right? Because vaping's taken over. I've got an unbelievable story of a fugitive on the run from the cops. He's been away for 4 months, didn't know where he was. They got him. And guess what? When they found him, guess what he had in his hand? Yep, that beautiful little passion fruit / watermelon flavoured vape. Unbelievable. We had some great calls on this as well. Where have you seen somebody vaping in the podcast?
The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Vaping. Yeah, like I said before, you can have a conversation with someone. Like, you can just be in a normal conversation, have no idea, and then somehow someone can produce a vape from the back of their hand. You know what? It's like a security guard talking to someone into their mic.
Isn't it?
Okay, yep, he's coming, he's on his way, he's 10 metres from you right now, but then all of a sudden, this smoke will come out of their mouth. The vape.
You're right, I still have moments where I go, what are you doing? Are you biting your nails?
Jess said, our producer, remember Mike from the very first Married at First Sight, the guy who had a hair tattooed on his head?
Yep.
Yeah, he was nice.
He asked if he could vape in the studio.
Cool, man. Cool. Can't leave it outside for 3 minutes.
Okay, so this is... Mark Horn has been a fugitive here in Australia for the last 3 or 4 months. So in October, he cut off his electronic monitoring bracelet and he was on the run. He was then believed to have fled Sydney on a private jet from Bankstown Airport. He flew to a regional airport before making his way to Queensland. I'm thinking, there's no way they're going to get this guy. He's gone. So that was back in October. Yesterday, he was found up in Darwin, off the coast, on a boat, underneath the hull, hiding on his way to Indonesia with a vape in his hand.
God, he's got the fuel tanks on top of it. He's under a couple of jerry cans.
So he's paid someone off, get me to Indonesia, I need to get out of the country. Oh, okay, the cops are coming. They've gone hide underneath the hull. So he's under some big tanks in that there. Very hard to find. Cops did really well. There must have been a tip-off, obviously.
Yeah.
You would think so.
Tip-off, but they've dug deeper and deeper and they've found Mark and there he is there and he just said, well, boys, I'll hide. That's fine. Has anyone got a quick vape I can go down with?
When you get a tip-off as a cop, do you have to do like with your kids in hide and seek where you pretend for a little while so you don't give it away? Like, you don't want to say that the captain told us where you are. So you do it, oh, he's not in here. Why don't we try the
What are your first words? When they finally discover you, you go, yeah, got me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well done.
No, when they got onto the boat and they could smell sort of a strawberry vape.
Yeah.
They went, all right. Is anyone vaping on board? No one. All right.
There's a hint of watermelon coming from underneath the boat.
You're not powering this thing on watermelon, are you?
Where have you seen someone vaping? Keelan from Kirrawee's giving us a call. Where was someone caught vaping for you, mate?
Hey, fellas, how you going?
Not bad, Keelan.
So, you know how you park up in the plane and everyone takes a seatbelt and stand up, be the first one to stand up?
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy just pulled out his vape and started vaping in front of everyone's face.
On the plane?
On the plane? Yeah, on the plane.
Oh, did anyone blow up, Keelan? I would.
Everyone was kind of kept to themselves. But I could see it from where I was sitting. And then as soon as we got outside, there was cops, security, everything, and he just had headphones in, acting like he didn't care. Think of it, yeah.
Oh, I would have said you're killing me here, mate. You could have handed over.
Keelan over.
Keelan over.
Keelan, sorry, we do it every time. We love you. We do love you, Keelan. And you're in the running for free for 23 now, mate. Well done. Congratulations. Let's go to Victor now from Fairfield. Vaping, where did you catch someone, Victor?
Last Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
What happened?
A bloke at work, he was caught having a vape in the toilet, and it actually set off the fire alarm.
I see
and we
that.
all had to evacuate.
It couldn't have set off the fire alarm, could it?
No, vapes do,
It's
don't
not
they?
smoke.
Well, can you get away with a vape inside?
Well, isn't that why you can't do it on a plane? Because it will set something up?
Well, I would have thought you can't do it in a plane because it gets into the aircon unit that gets pumped around the rest of the plane.
Oh, that's embarrassing when the whole place is shut down and your office is shut down because you caught vape. First of all, embarrassing that you're caught with your grapefruit vape. Second of all, you're walking out in front of everyone else.
And it looks like, if people don't know you've been vaping, it looks like what you did in the toilet, set the smoke alarm.
Which Tom has done plenty of times.
How dare you?
And he's never vaped in his life. Carl in Windsor, where did you see someone vaping, Carl?
Hey guys,
Hey, mate.
I went for a motorbike ride with a group of blokes a little while ago, and for about an hour I was trying to work out why I was getting this waft of blueberry. And when we pulled up at the servo, this guy had it duct taped to his wrist and stick it up under his helmet.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Just wait till you get there.
He couldn't wait.
Oh.
So he's got it duct taped and he would suck it up under his helmet.
He'd stick it up under the helmet and take a big whiff of it, and then just ride along as usual.
Can't you?
Isn't that amazing?
Can't you wait till you pull over
you
to have a
can't,
vape, mate?
Then it turns into a compression session in your helmet.
That is crazy.
Oh, my
Mate,
God, Carl, that's awesome.
Here's one for you. Huey and I went down to the Colgate building down in Balmain yesterday for a swim. We were jumping off the pier down there, and there was a guy jumping off with us. He would jump, come out, have a vape, go for another jump, come out and have another vape. And I
Need
thought,
a hit.
just wait till you finished your swim.
Can't jump without a vape.
Whatif.com helps Aussies make the most out of every trip.
Book a hotel, flight, surfboard and snorkel all before you can say brekkie buffet.
Yeah, jump on the Whatif app and get started.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. How much is too much? I mean, if you go to the beach these days, all the swimwear is straight up the old jacksie.
What's going on with the old...
Straight up at a bumper.
The Euro cut. It's the
Euro.
really high.
What's interesting,
hip.
says, is it's kind of gone from the French knicker, which is like half a bum, to straight up at a bump.
Yeah.
And even to the point, like I mentioned, I saw at a pool not long ago at the old Boy Charlton, they had just the string. Just the floss.
Wow.
Yeah.
As guys, do you find bums attractive?
Can be.
Because when we were on the beach over summer, I was trying to watch Gary's gaze as girls went past, and he was giving nothing. God
Yeah.
love him. Those sunnies work a treat.
It's really, really hard. Where I grew up, right, there's this long jetty that goes all the way out to a reef. And over summer, going out there's a lot of young girls that do wear these... Oh, my gosh. And when you're walking behind them, and I was with BJ a couple of times.
Where do you look?
Where do I look?
Wow.
Am I out in the water the whole time?
You're trying not
and
to.
it becomes quite mesmerising. I found myself hypnotised there for a second.
Why is Fitzy walking backwards?
I actually fell off the side of the jetty at one stage.
Didn't know where the
What's
edge was.
going on?
Hey, brand new activewear's just been released, which is awesome. It's by a company which it's called
Fabletics?
Fabletics, yeah. Kate Hudson has created this sportswear range. It's taken off to an extent. Lizzo's been wearing it, which is great news. You can see her there, and I know we're flying to LA today. That's her getting on the plane wearing the Fabletics, and I would have loved to have worn that today.
That would be very
on the flight.
though.
Not really.
No.
As you relax into your
when
chair.
something's up your bum, that would be uncomfortable.
Okay, no.
Sarah. No.
G-strings are actually quite comfy, but with this, like that's your pants, but it's your pants are like chaps.
If I was to describe exactly what these pants look like, this
Tom's
activewear.
wearing now, or
If you put on a G-string, right, and you then put a pair of activewear pants over the top, and you cut the bum out of the activewear.
But if Lizzo sits on the plane and you get the seat after her, that's not okay.
No, you're not after that. And it doesn't look all that comfortable. A lot of the feedback was, what about my inner thigh? Because they would be rubbing.
your bum's quite. That's hygienic though. Not the inside probably isn't, Sarah, but your cheeks are fine.
I don't want to be gross, but if you pass wind, at least usually in a pair of pants,
There's an
a
absorption.
buffer. If you're just sitting on the seat wearing pretty much just G-string undies or G-string leggings, it's not nice.
See, gyms are a very weird place as well because there's eyes darting everywhere.
Aren't there?
Yeah, it's hard because I refuse to look at the mirror because I reckon when you look at the mirror, you look like a bit of a tool. But there are people that are just...
They're there for the mirror.
Like they're magnets. Their eyes are magnets, and the mirrors are just these huge ball bearings, and they're just looking at themselves the whole time.
I mean, it just, I don't know where it stops because it's getting skimpier and skimpier. It's almost like some of those leggings too that people are wearing, some of those activewear pants are almost like vacuum sealed.
Are they selling? Like, is that the point of that article? Is there lots, or has this just everyone's gone, this is stupid?
Really, really
stupid.
good thought, says. I've got some great news for you because they're very popular in LA, but the price did start at $100 and have been reduced to about $20.
So how much is it?
I can get you in a
Still
pair of
won't be
those
spending.
on Sunset for $20.
Leggings went crazy, right? Well, how much is a pair of PE Nation leggings?
$200?
$200?
Nah, are they that much?
Well, if you go to, what's the one on Darling Street? Lululemon, is it?
Yeah. Lululemon.
Like their
Lululemon.
leggings are over $100.
Yeah,
so
they're
I
all over
imagine
$100.
Yeah.
Then they invented, what are the leggings, Sarah, where it actually, there's a...
Oh, the pinches in the bum.
Yeah,
pinches in the bum
crease
crack.
in
Like
the bum.
contouring.
And
Yes.
contours your cheeks.
Yeah,
it goes-
lifts them up.
It
Have you
shapes
tried
your
on a
bum.
pair of those, Sid?
No. Do I look like my bum is sitting up?
But what I want to know, do they slip on easy, or do you have to really
Wedge it in.
manoeuvre them on?
Oh, it'd be like putting a bra on. You've got to navigate a little bit of shuffling.
To put it on, squat down so your bum cheeks open, then stand up to grip the inner and hold it in position.
You just hope people are washing them a lot.
Goes on here to say that the shimmery soft Lurex features breathable mesh, especially around the important parts. So it's breathable, says, so the rest of the body can still get some level of oxygen.
You are behind that, though, in a Zumba class, I tell
Oh,
you
my
what.
God, if there's a downward dog or someone coughs or
Could be
sneezes,
knocked out, it's quite dangerous.
be absolutely hit. All eyes,
you
including
go.
that one, straight on it. 13 24 10. Love to know what you've seen at the gym and you've thought that's a bit much. Like, or even down at the beach where you've gone, hang on. There's got to be a line here. Remember there was a lady who was kicked off an island not long ago because of her string bikini? And she said, what are you talking about? I mean, where do you stop? Like, there has to be a point where you go,
So is it just-
that's nudity, that's swimwear. Where is that line?
It's just what they're wearing or anything they've seen at the gym, like someone asleep in the car park?
No,
Would
don't
you
bring
ring
me into this. Do not bring me into this.
Harry in Liverpool, what do you find offensive, Harry?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, Harry.
Yeah, I find it quite offensive when I suspect people are going commando at the gym.
So, yeah, do you know what? I didn't know this, but the grey short or the grey tracksuit pant does expose a man's appendage a lot more than anything else.
That's interesting.
Right.
Oh,
Is that
well,
why
I'm
you're
thinking
wearing
it's
them?
even worse.
Harry, what have you seen, though?
So I've noticed after people use the bench, they leave a filthy imprint on the bench seat.
Yeah.
But it gets worse. There's two dimples at the front that clearly come from the man's undercarriage.
Oh, I see what you mean. So the sweat mark of a bum, and then at the front,
All sweat.
you've got the eyes.
Hacky sack.
Yeah.
The hacky sack.
It's like,
Harry, that's no good, is it?
what do you leave in the sand? You leave the snow angel, isn't it? The angel or the...
Yeah, the snow angel, yeah.
Basically, it's the man's snow angel, isn't it? That
Well, a
you're
little
leaving
bit.
on a gym.
It's the sweat angel, you might say. Oh, Harry, thank you, buddy. It's offensive, isn't it?
Let's go to Scotty now in Hazelbrook. What did you see someone wearing at the gym, Scott?
Mate, hey, how we going, guys? Good morning.
Yeah,
Good, Scotty.
Yeah, amazing.
Walked in with the wife one morning and got totally freaked out by a guy wearing work boots, jeans, and a flannel.
Oh,
In the gym?
Work boots.
At the gym, working out, honestly thought my lat's brother was there to get us home.
I missed that last bit.
Where it's okay, so he's come straight from work, but you can't. Was it a fluoro as well, Scotty, or was it just a work?
Mate, no, it was just your average flannel you'd see the guys wearing around the street.
Yep.
And this is like probably 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. Work boots.
Yeah.
See,
We sort of, wife looked at me and went, is this my lat's cousin? Are we in trouble here?
Oh, jeez.
yeah, that's pretty serious
Big
stuff.
Oh yeah,
Serious
okay.
way to
Now
go.
I know the look that you're going for. with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
handlebar moustache and the little singlet.
Doesn't really feel at home in the gym, does it? Do you know, I was at the gym not long ago. I know you think that's the first joke, but there was a girl there, and she was probably in her 60s, this woman, and she was working out, and she had a crop top on, so sort
Love
of
a
to
good crop top.
to the mid, like just above the belly button. No bra. No bra because she found it restrictive. I overheard her telling one of her friends there. And she had quite big bosoms.
Isn't that strange? I know people who don't wear bras.
At the gym?
No, at all. And I just think, is that not so uncomfortable?
What, 24/7?
24/7, no bra.
But a
not under anything.
crop top has a bit of support.
Little bit, yeah. Anything
really.
would be better than nothing, but no, it's not a bra.
And she would, my God. It was just quite jarring, and I'm not sure exactly what she was looking for. She said it was restricting, and that's what she told her friend. But I don't know. I almost thought she might have been hitting on me.
I had a go at my wife yesterday. This is okay. This is a bit weird.
Here we go.
But Huey had his mates over downstairs. They were skating down in the garage, right?
Yeah.
And BJ went. She was making dinner, and she made some extra potato gems and said, "I'll take them down to the boys." And I went, "Whoa! You're not going down with that bowl of potato gems when you are showing a bit of side boob."
On purpose, though?
What was she wearing?
No, she was just at home, Sarah. This is what she was just wearing.
But in just a singlet?
She's going, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Honey, if I notice it, I can tell you this right now. Teenage boys are going to notice it.
No.
That is the first thing that they will hone in on."
It's too much,
I
isn't
said,
it?
"Come on."
You can't be swinging those gems around.
I said, "Go and put a jumper on right now."
A jumper? It's 35 degrees in the shade.
Yeah.
Go and put a snuggie on. Go and put a doona over your whole head and then carry them
Here's
down.
a puffer jacket as well. Off you go.
The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Before we get into what I want to talk about, yesterday, for Australia Day, or however you were celebrating, Tom Ivey came up with a very clever parody from the Sam Smith song. He says, "How's this one?" This was Tommy. "Hey, how's this one?" Mum, because of beer and things. Yeah. "Mummy don't know Daddy's buying hops in the bottle shop." That's all he had.
That, by the way,
Big day for you.
that wasn't mine.
Extraordinary.
That was his.
No, it wasn't.
But he's embarrassed.
No, it wasn't.
So he's passing it off as though I came up with the parody.
No, it's not.
No, mate.
Well, Tom.
You would have remembered what he said.
Well, I'm not the one that ran over a black cat on the way to work.
Good on you, mate. All the best. Off we go. Keep going.
Here we go. A woman.
We're all on the same plane, so just before you start saying stuff like that.
I did not
Did
come
you
up
seriously hit a black cat?
No,
Tom,
it
that's
was
bad luck.
No,
Are you serious?
The cat was fine.
I've been
but
sweating all morning. I'm not getting on the plane.
It was either a cat or a rat, but it was big and black. And but everyone's fine in the
with. Was
situation.
a love rat, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Peter Slipper, was it?
Let's move on. A woman has sparked debate by claiming mums should get more sway over baby names than dads. She's gone on to say, "I've had a rough 9 months and I've earned the right to have the final say on the first naming of our baby."
Actually, you know what? The more that you think about it, they do have more rights, don't they?
Yeah, but only if it comes down to, I think that's, you know what? Having to carry the baby and then deliver the baby, not fun. But if it comes down to, like, you both love two names and who's going to decide on the final one, sure, mum gets to say. But you can't disqualify the fact that it's, it's not just
a team
your
effort,
baby.
and you're going to be doing it together, and you're going to be bringing up this child for life. I mean, what happens, and I think is the most powerful tactic by any woman giving birth, is to say when she's in the thick of battle,
ask
to say,
for
"I
things."
want that name."
Yeah.
Because I know that for my nephew Oscar, I think they were going to call him Angus or something. And Cam really wanted Oscar, and they were going, really wanted Angus. They're going, let's call him Angus, let's call him Angus. Then in the moment when my sister was giving birth, she went, "I want Oscar." And he went, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
Because you just want to say anything to please your partner in that moment in time.
I'd be asking for other stuff in that moment. Don't worry about the names. Yeah, that's right.
BJ got the rights to name both the boys.
How?
There was a little bit of that. Well, no, you know what? The thing was, she had a short list for both boys. I had a name for a daughter, which was Emmeline. I loved Emmeline, she would have been called Em or Emmy.
Yeah.
And then when we had both boys, and you know what? She went through the short list and straight away with Houston and Lennox, we just went, I just went bang.
Did you have any?
You agreed?
No. Well, I think I did have a short list for some of the boys' names.
You like Redmond? Was Redmond being thrown around?
Yes, that was. But no, that was BJ's choice.
Oh, but then you also like Cooper. But then you thought, I can't name my kid after my dog.
My dog, yes. I wasted it on
my
dog.
beer, my favourite beer.
I think you totally can, by the way. The dog doesn't last forever. Like, you'd have been in the clear by now.
I reckon you can do a kid and a
You'd
dog.
have been fine.
No, but at the time, it was
matter.
7 or 8 years people are asking the questions.
Do you know what? And when you have to convince your partner too, there's always some sensitivities around it.
Yeah.
Like for me, Jack was important because that was Dad's dad, who we never got to meet. So that was my grandfather who died when Dad was 17, right? When he was a young man. So that's why we wanted Jack in the family. So when Ted was born, we both loved Ted. We loved the idea of Ted. And
Did you write a list, though, to come up with that, and then you consulted and you both said, we love that name?
Yeah, we both love that name.
Was it Ted or was it Theodore?
It's Theodore.
Yeah.
We like Theodore and we also love Ted. Don't get stuck on that.
Yeah.
So then we go to the hospital, right? And obviously Jack was quite soon after Ted, so that was a wonderful surprise. And we're in the hospital, and a lady says, I remember you guys. You came in not long ago. And we said, yeah, we had a little boy Ted about 7 months ago or so. And she said, I love that name. Now you've got to come up with a really great name again. You can't do anything boring like Jack.
Oh.
And I'd spent 9 months trying to convince my wife
That's bad.
that Jack was really important to me and the family. And then here she is, the nurse, at the last minute.
What's she doing commenting on names?
How can you be in that position commenting on names?
Nah.
So we go into the birth. I'd had a big night the night before too, so my stomach was playing up. So I'm turning green in there. And Lisa's trying to push a child out while saying, I don't know what we should call it now.
Yeah, I'm over
You've
Jack.
diluted it.
So how'd you get back over the line?
We just went, let's forget about this moment. Let's remove this moment and just go with what we'd committed to earlier. So don't worry about the emotion you're experiencing right now.
Let's quickly go to Michelle. You had a unique way that you named your kids, Michelle.
Yeah, so my husband named our first son, I named our daughter, but our second son was a decider between 3 names.
And so who got that?
I did, so he actually gave me a choice of 3 names to pick from.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad...
Unless you're so passionate
Gotcha.
about one, you got to be a bit flexible.
Yeah, right, okay. So he came up with the names, but you had a short list, and you got the final say, Michelle.
Yeah, I got the final say.
That's not bad.
What was that name that you chose out of the top 3, Michelle?
So the 3 he gave me were Trey, Walker and Dominic, and I'd chosen Dominic for our first son, and he said no. So I thought, you know what, I like Walker.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah,
my mum loved him. And my husband liked Paul Walker, so it made sense.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
See, it doesn't always work out like that, though.
Here's an interesting one, because there was a couple we had on the show a while ago, Tommy, if you remember, and they said, well, let's choose a name by something we love, and they both loved Holden. So they ended up, I think they had sort of 7 kids. So they ended up naming all the kids after different cars.
Yeah, they had like Calais.
And Caprice.
And
I didn't know
Bellina.
Lounsey did that.
Yeah.
Commodore.
That's amazing.
Wasn't Lounsey. Certainly wasn't Lounsey.
The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
This is where we all have to take a deep breath, especially the people, the new contestants in Married at First Sight, and realise that this is your last weekend of freedom before you become, you don't even know.
A public embarrassment.
How are Channel 9 going to edit you up? You don't know if you're going to... I mean, there's moments that you've already filmed on this show where you would be very nervous, Sarah, that you went, oh, you know what, I was a bit of a tool at the reception that night, and I don't think they're going to edit it up too well.
Even in the promos that's running around, and well done, they've used Miley Cyrus Flowers.
Yeah, it's really
And
smart.
it looks good, like the
Because
promo.
it's #1 song as well.
Most downloaded in a week ever on Spotify. Very topical. Everybody wants to hear it. But there's one clip where there's a girl going, and I'm a freak in the sheets. And I'm like, oh,
no, you just don't.
Here we go.
Bad
This
stuff.
This is where families are ruined. This is where you think to yourself, no, I was really good on that night. I thought I was... oh, no, wait up. I ended up glassing someone.
I was drunk again.
I wonder how they're going to edit that one up. Okay, can I just go through... I'm not going to go... I'll go through a few individuals here and there, but let's go... I'm going to give you the occupations, because I've got a feeling... I don't know. I've got this feeling that I feel like some of the contestants are going on there, and I don't know if they're looking for love or not. So we've got a makeup artist.
Yep.
We've got a personal trainer. We've got a hairdresser. We've got a marketing manager, a beautician, a pharmaceutical company founder. That's Leighton. Leighton owns a business venture which involves medicinal cannabis for pets.
Okay, Leighton. Edibles for my dog.
Money
She's
well
going to
spent.
slip a couple of those into his wife's drink over the reception.
There's a thunderstorm coming. Quick, get the dog on the gummies.
Marketing agency owner. We've got a hoist installer and an estate manager. What's an estate manager? What did you get given at a house by your grandmother who passed away and you look after it? Or
Awesome.
What's a hoist?
Oh, he installs hoists.
Like a hills hoist?
No.
it's
It's like people still buying those.
It's
like
picking it up.
it's a mini crane, isn't it?
Yeah, picking it up and putting it down.
Neither of you have a clue.
Oh, it says if you're running
it picks things up for you, Seth.
Yeah, if you've got a warehouse stairs and you might be selling sheets of marble or slabs of concrete,
Okay,
I
sure.
might come and install a hoist for you.
You know when Whipper falls asleep in the office sometimes and we have to get that hoist in to get him out?
That's not true.
Hello, Gilbert Gray.
And okay, this is where it really ramps up. We've got a TikTok sensation.
Okay.
We've got a construction manager and topless waitress. Waiter. We've got 2 influencers, a voiceover artist, and a childcare worker. Where's the childcare worker come from? Sounds like a normal job.
No longer working in childcare after this. Because last year, it was amazing to see, what was her name? Olivia, I think? Mm. Now, Olivia went on the show, kind of found love. She was a school teacher. And to see the lifestyle change she made after the show, Fitz, which I think can only be a good thing, she decided after that she didn't end up in a relationship and left the school and started working at a company called OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
So, sort of different career path.
She's an entrepreneur.
That's what it is.
Well, just Caitlin says... Caitlin's a homebody. She doesn't go out. She likes to play video games. And after dating too many douchebags and egos, she wants to find love. What a place to go if you're if you want to get away from douchebags and big egos.
Yeah.
Why would you go?
Yeah, go to Comic-Con.
No, you hold out hope that you find the Jules and Cam, because
I don't think they are, Says. I don't think anyone's going into this now going, that's what they're telling everybody.
But that's what I mean. Surely they are. Surely they, for someone like that who genuinely wants to find love, like those two are genuinely in love, that worked done.
How's this? This is not a bad story. Jesse Burford, 30-year-old marriage celebrant from Perth, he's officiated 500 weddings.
Wow.
Hasn't found love himself.
Do you know, for the publicity team at Channel 9, and Amanda and the team, right? Who come in here whenever a guest from Married at First Sight, and they sit there and they panic.
I know.
Do you know what it's like? It's like having 30 chickens in a yard, and you've got to make sure not one chicken gets out or does the wrong thing, and they're running around, and that's all they're doing.
And they know that we always press the issue. Like, we'll
Cut
keep
holes
going.
in the
There are so many moments where we'll be in the studio.
We're trying to let the chickens out.
MAFS contestant, and you'll look around, and you'll see her. She'll be in the other booth, and she's just got her hands over her eyes
and doing the no deal sign, like a stop asking that idiot that question.
We've got a Mormon. We've got a girl, Janelle. She's from a strict Singaporean Chinese family with high expectations. Imagine high expectations, and you're going on MAFS.
And is the guy the Mormon? Is he hoping to find maybe 3 wives?
I don't know.
Wow, he could take a whole handful home.
It's going...
Oh, let the chickens out. Monday night.
God, what is it? So it's a big... Monday night is a big one because Survivor's big as well, Heroes versus Villains. Then you got Australian Idol and MAFS as well.
Wow. Huge.
I'm going to stick to the tennis. Oh, no, that's...
The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment. Pamela Anderson, this autobiography, it is going to... Or memoir. I don't know what the difference is.
Memoir.
And it's a documentary on Netflix too, Sarah?
Yep, and she's done a Howard Stern interview. So settle in. I've got some stuff for you. The first one's probably the most salacious. She has told a story in her book about catching Jack Nicholson in a Playboy party threesome.
What?
So she said it was him and these 2 girls all giggling and kissing up against a wall, sliding all over each other. Ugh. She said she was trying not to look, but she couldn't help herself. I walked by to use the mirror, bending over the sink to fix my lip gloss, trying not to look, but I couldn't help myself. and I caught his eye in the reflection. I guess that got him to the finish line because he made a funny noise, smiled, and said, "Thanks, dear." Lovely.
He ordered the code red.
Wasn't it? Because he lived next door to the Playboy or across the road.
Yeah, you're right. There was
they said he
rumour
had
there was a tunnel.
Amazing if that's true.
There was a tunnel that he could actually walk from his property into the Playboy mansion. Sorry, I'm late.
It was interesting when she was telling Howard Stern about her first visit to the Playboy mansion and what she arrived wearing, and they made her change.
Oh, we got it there?
Yeah.
Yep.
First day at the Playboy mansion, I was in my acid wash jeans, and some rock t-shirt with my sneakers on with the little balls on the socks, and they were like, you can come to the Playboy mansion closet and get dressed for next time you come out. And I thought, well, what kind of clothes would be in the Playboy mansion closet?
Right. He didn't even know. What innocent little Pamela.
People that wear clothes.
Sending her to the Playboy closet, you can get changed.
You're wearing
what you're wearing is not right. It was interesting as well. She told Howard, obviously, the tape with her and Tommy that then got turned into the Hulu series and is a huge part of this Netflix series as well. The impact that it had on her life and obviously how traumatizing it was for her.
I mean, it wasn't a positive thing. It definitely took its toll on the relationship. It took its toll on my career, and people are still capitalizing off that. That was the shocking part. I remember seeing this Pam and Tommy thing on Hulu or some advertisement for it, and I thought, what the hell is this? No one called me. No one asked me. I'm still alive.
Nobody calls you when
I said,
like
there's doing it. No, nothing to do with me.
Well, you've hit a bit of a sensitive point because nobody called Tom because the Candyman was having another party. The Playboy Mansion on the Gold Coast for Australia Day.
Yeah, I missed out again, guys. You keep trying to get me to the Candyman Mansion.
The huge headline on Daily Mail today. Steve Irwin's niece was seen at the Candyman's house. I mean, really? Is that the link that you're going to go
How
with?
did they find that anyway? She's like a total unknown. What did you go to DNA Ancestry or whatever?
No, she had a lizard on her shoulder.
So did Naomi Robson. They're not married. They're not related.
That's how.
Wow, she went to the party.
Unbelievable. Speaking of strippers, let's go for that. Channing Tatum has admitted he's going to have to tell his 9-year-old daughter pretty soon that not only did he play a stripper in Magic Mike, but he actually was a stripper.
There's no version of me not having the conversation of yes, Dad didn't just do them in movies. I was an actual stripper, so I mean I'm not gonna lie to her. She
probably already knows.
She probably does know.
I mean, how you have to sit your kid down and explain things from your past.
Do you have to say that?
Well, it's public though.
Yeah, but I'd let them find out and brush it off. Go, oh, yeah, but that was something ridiculous. Anyway, what's for lunch?
Also, is stripping that bad?
No, it's not. It's just an expression. It's all it is.
She's jumping faster with an answer, mate.
It's actually
just take my kids to find out that I was, except no one hired me.
It's an occupation that makes a lot of money.
But, it's not illegal the way, say, prostitution is.
You're not dealing drugs.
And you're
just celebrating your asset.
Yeah.
You're just showcasing the temple.
Just one?
Huh?
I would say assets.
I don't know. It depends what you do, what sort of show you're putting
when
on.
Whipper's taking it off, you're saying, no, that's enough. Finally, guys, John Cena, this is exciting. He flew into Sydney yesterday.
Oh, John!
Yeah, he snuck in on the public holiday. He's starting filming Ricky Stenicki is the name of the film. It's from Peter Farrelly. There's Something About Mary.
Yep. He never stops, John Cena. He's always working.
It's him and Zac Efron, who appears to just never leave Australia. But yeah, he'll be around for a little while. They're going to start filming shortly.
Well,
so
Zac
welcome,
Efron
John.
didn't he buy property up at Byron?
There was talk about that. Yeah, I don't
Interesting
know.
too, says the way, and you'll see the picture in the paper this morning when you're flicking through to see him in his pinstripe, his three-piece pin, but it looks like he's just getting into the normal taxi rank with his wife.
He is.
So he's overdressed.
He's dragging his own bag.
He's overdressed for the flight, right? And then he's hopping in the taxi rank.
Yeah, could we not have rolled out a red carpet for John Cena? Come on, guys.
Look after John.
The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Let's end the show with a bit of Riddle Time.
Brand new intro if you're just tuning in for Riddle Time. For you Friday morning, guys. Your little beauty, 3 cracking riddles, 13, 20, 14. Get involved and play along if you think you might know the answer to one of the riddles.
Did you get these from ChatGPT this week?
What do you mean, mate?
We were playing around with it, actually,
that's
and you were
right.
like, oh, awesome, I've got new riddles.
Hang on a minute. Leave it with me. Doesn't matter where these came from, but you know there's about 20 people that work in the Riddle factory, and they are flat knacker. My God, wages have gone up too. It's costing me a fortune. All right, here we go. First riddle. What can run around the whole yard without moving?
A lawnmower.
No, it moves.
Grass.
No, Sarah.
Run.
What can run around the whole yard without moving?
Fence.
Sarah Ann McGill. That's what I mean. Just a little bit. You get to take that into the weekend. How good does it feel?
Bet.
Well done, Says. Riddle number 2. What tastes better than it smells?
Your tongue.
Sarah Ann McGilvray.
Oh.
This is.
Fired up.
This is. Have you read these?
No,
She's sitting over your
it's
shoulder. The angle is very suspicious.
I haven't got my glasses on. I can't see it.
She's on ChatGPT as we
There
speak.
she is. She's just gone, give me Whipper's riddles, and it's actually been able to hand them over. Here we go. Maybe I'll go for another one. What has 10 letters and starts with gas?
Gasoline.
No, Sarah. Believe it or not, it's a no for Sarah.
10
letters. Astronomy?
No.
Some kind of car or truck.
Yeah,
Is that
like
what you mean?
automobile? Or?
Yeah.
It's with gas.
Automobile. Sarah.
That's a hat trick, people.
That's it.
Okay. No.
Go another one. We've got the time.
Why don't we go one more?
Go on.
Due to Sarah's outstanding performance.
Sarah,
Tommy, I checked the
sit
clock.
this one out. Just sit it out.
Okay.
Just give us a go.
I will.
Yeah.
All right.
You win.
Men
Write
a
it
go,
down.
Sarah.
Yeah, give
Sorry,
men a
Tom.
chance.
White men need a break finally.
Okay. I have a neck but no head.
Whipper.
I'm not a snowboard, yet I can still shred. What am I?
We might need Sarah.
I have a neck. Keep her in reserve. Keep her for emergencies only.
Cheese grater?
No, it's not. I have a neck but no head. I'm not a snowboard, yet I can still shred. What am I?
And what do you say, Fitz?
A cheese grater.
Neck with no head.
I mean, when you look at me like that, I go, no, it's not a cheese grater. I've already said no. What did you suggest?
Like a salt or pepper grinder?
A salt and pepper grinder? No. No, I can still shred. Tom, thinking.
Neck, but no. I was thinking like a river or something.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, you
river,
would
but
be. You would be.
shred on there.
Huh?
Like water skiing or something.
Oh, you shred on the river skiing, do you?
Yeah.
You ski a bit, do you?
Yeah. It's me and Barrett's.
The river shredder.
Yeah.
No idea.
Me and Barrett.
Speed skier. Any idea, or do we need to bring in the emergency,
we
Sarah?
may need the women again.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You're involved now from
A guitar?
3, 2, 1
What's
now.
that?
Is it a guitar?
Sarah and Miguel. Four straight.
There needs to be an investigation into this.
Four
Mate, pop it like a loser.
Oh,
I'm just saying
wow.
that you're very close to various members of the Riddle Factory, and I just am very curious.
Very close.
Which is never going to help me.
She
with
has never, ever worked for the organisation. What on
Physically
says?
and intimately.
Four straight.
The Fitzy and Whipper Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.